What's up, Scorpio? How are you? Welcome to Spread Space. For those of you who are new, my name is Claire V, and we are going to get right to it. For Scorpio. Scorpio. Whoa. Alright, I think we have enough on the board right now. Spread is big enough. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful. Get a lot of fire meters. So we have 4, 4, and then 4 down. So we'll do these 4 at the end, and we'll go row by row, 4 by 4. The red shoes, my attention's going to the red and gold. This this Page of Swords in reverse, and right diagonal up from it, number 14, Karma. So this is like Temperance energy. So intention and competition is right on top. Very fiery cards. It's like we are running full force into this competition. It's like you're lining up and you're like, this is your target. Whatever you are physically doing, you are moving into a competition. And the advice for that is to be here and now. And here it's like a competition between, like, you have the dog, and then it's like red against blue, or metal against person, you know what I mean, or past versus future, this type of energy. And that's where you're coming from. You're coming from the here and now with this intention for competition. And then it's like what you receive from this is this karma, this karmic energy, this balance. We're finally, and it's like you're surrounded by gold. So I'm assuming you win this competition. Let's see the base of what this competition is all about and where you're coming from. We have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords, both in reverse on this end, which these could be people. This could be some kind of person who's being deceptive, or maybe not going to school, or possibly it's a child or your children. This Knight of Wands, it's a little, oh my god, that's the lizard in my dream. I bit its head off. So perhaps this has something to do with that, and that and I just said something about deception or lies, and that's what it said. I looked up what's it mean to have like a lizard in your dream, or to actually bite the head off the lizard. And it was saying something about power, which would that's describing this intention for a competition here. It's like, you know that this work or this project or this whatever road you're traveling, you know that there's competition in it. I don't see it as like you going head on to battle with like somebody else, but with this Page of Swords underneath the competition, it could be like a physical argument, because we have the Page of Swords with all of these open books. So it's like this lies coming out, and you're holding this in your heart. So there's something close to your heart here with the Star in reverse. So perhaps this this situation, this lie whatever it is, it's like a lack of hope. And perhaps that's where this intention is coming from, because it is right underneath this. So perhaps this lack of hope comes into this like fiery energy, like, you know, where you're like, oh, all down and out, and then it's like you finally get that spark, you know, whether it comes from above. Usually this is spiritual, so, or possibly a dream. And with the high priestess right here next to the heart, next to the star, looking like directly at her with this same energy, it's like this will come, this feeling or situation, this hope will return to your heart when you have this spirit 100% on the mind. So when you have this spirit and when you trust yourself 100%, your intuition, and you're trusting 100% your intuition, this is going from what is in your mind or in your head will go to your heart. And that's where it goes, you know, up to the feet. And that's where this intention comes from, where it's like, okay, competition, let's go. I'm on it. Whether these people involved are, the Knight of Wands reverse is like a player. And this Page of Swords in reverse is like a liar, in the same way, like a manipulator or like a deceiver. So we have, this could be two different people. This could be you and somebody else. This could be two different situations. Like I always say, these are your cards, so use your intuition when deciphering these messages. If you haven't yet subscribed, it's free. Whenever I upload a video, you'll be updated if you hit that the bell button. Okay, we're going to open up the 4 cards that were face down right now. 8 of Pentacles. He looks happy and cheerful. 10 of Fire. Overload. It's a very Marsy card, and that is right under the Page of Swords in this competition. So perhaps this will release this overload. It's like you're dropping the ball. Let's keep on going. Another 8. Blame in reverse. Another 8. Self-confidence. So we have triple 8s down here with the 10. Self-confidence. Wow, it's like you're diving for that key, and that's where you'll find it, is if you use your intuition. Now, it's like your self-confidence will rise when you stop the blame game. When we start looking past this mental restraint. Who was it that talked about the mental restrictions? I'll put it here for you if I remember, or tag the reading up top. Somehow I'll get that information to you, and hopefully I remember. I'm very forgetful. So back to the reading. I was just watching a reading, and this is what this reminds me of. She was telling a story about how she felt this time away, this like blame. She felt guilty. She felt shame. That something happened and she lost a pet or lost a cat or something, and she felt at fault for it. And for 4 months, she kept this bottled inside, you know, in this mental restriction. And for 4 months, she kept it inside. And when she finally opened up and said to her one friend, like, yo, I feel so at fault, like this is my fault, I feel so guilty. The cat came back the very next day. The cat came back the very next day. So this reminds me of that type of situation. Once you drop this, like, stop the blame game, and drop your this mental restriction that you're holding on yourself. Perhaps somebody else is blaming you, but I feel with this 8 in reverse, it's more of you taking on this guilt and shame. My girlfriend Danielle Nana always says that guilt is only useful as long and so far as it facilitates change. Otherwise, it becomes shame. Then this guilt becomes shame, and then it becomes, you have dis-ease literally in your mind. So it creates a literal disease within your body, whether it's an actual sickness or a physical ailment, something. Scorpio. So this overload is being dropped, but it's going to take some work. Like, perhaps this Page of Swords is the one who dropped the ball. This reminds me of the Three of Cups, the Lady in Red in reverse in the regular tarot. This Page of Swords, like a third party, the Lady in Red, and it's like, who dropped the ball? Once you do drop this and finally get it off your chest, whether it is an argument, competition, I would not suggest to do that around this full moon time, which is coming up, because it's a penumbral full moon, which is very fiery. And if you are to get into a misunderstanding, I would stop and think about that for like a couple days or a week until this fiery Mars energy. We have a lot of fire here. So until this fire calms down, I would stay shut for now. I would stay working on this so that way, and I just move this self-confidence. You are working for this key, and once it's like almost in your hands, you're so close, Scorpio, and perhaps that's why there's all this 8s and 10s. We're getting near the end, and this is when our perseverance and our, we've been doing this for a while, perhaps 8 years, 8 months, a long time. And this is something repetitive, something that we're working hard for. Perhaps we're cutting, measuring, pinning, placing, organizing something. We are doing this preparation, literally physical preparation. And perhaps this is talking about our everyday, like our papers and our what we do every day. But it's like you're getting, as long as you do good, you get good. So keep on doing good, and you'll get your karma. You'll finally get your balance and what you deserve, Scorpio. After this, we drop this ball. We have to pay attention, use our intuition, so that way it can transfer spirit from our conscience to, it's like that saying that D-Riz says, consciousness is seeing your feelings. Consciousness is seeing how you feel. You know what I mean? So this is what this strongly reminds me of too. It's like once you it's in your subconscious and you actually think it consciously, you'll feel it in your heart. It's like you'll know there's a connection between the spirit, the heart, and the mind here. And that's where your intention should flow from, the toes of this heart with your heart. We are balancing the head and the heart here and now. And we're focusing on the future. We're not focusing on the past and what it took us to get here. We are now picking a target for the future and setting all of our attentions on that, regardless of the competition. You're a winner, Scorpio. All right. Thank you so very much. It was a pleasure. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much. 1707. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this shit, yo. Thanks. Scorpio.